Hello, I am going to talk today about something called Praire Points. You may or may not know what they are, but what they are a string of triangles. This is a Praire Point. It's basically a square, and it's usually about 3 inches. And all I've done on the square is iron it twice, once and one more time. And if I do a bunch of these and I tuck them one inside the other like so, I can edge a quilt in a kind of charming way. It doesn't work for all quilts, but it is nice on certain things. So if you look at all these separately folded squares to make triangles, just picture that as the edging of a quilt. And it can be very, very lovely. But what I want to show you today is not how to do the individual Praire Points, but to do a whole bunch of them in a row, kind of what I call my fast Praire Point method. And I will be sending you an instructional sheet on it, but let me go over it first. So instead of one by one by one by one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a strip of fabric, and I'm going to take a strip of fabric that's 6 inches wide, so that when I fold it in half, I will have 3-inch squares. That's about the size you start a Praire Point with. And let me show you a string of Praire Points first in paper. Here they are. And you can see that they go just one after another, tucked into each other, and then sewed right sides together to the edge of your quilt, turned out, and there is your pretty edging. So let me show you the quick way of doing a whole bunch of Praire Points at once. What you do is cut your strip of fabric 6 inches wide by as long as you need it. And let me show you this in paper, because what you're going to do is take your strip of fabric, fold it in half, and press and open it, and you're going to draw 3-inch squares all the way down. Picture this, 6 inches of fabric. You're going to draw 3-inch squares on the back of your fabric. This is in paper, but here it is in fabric. Okay? And following the guide that I give you, and you get that in paper, you're going to eliminate just this little piece here. So here it is, eliminated. So here it is in fabric. And once you've got your 6-inch wide strip, as long as you need it, with this cut out, and then at the end you'll cut the end out also, the short piece, you start folding. And you fold from the beginning to the center, once to the center, and one more time to the center, and press that. Then you take the opposite side, and you fold one to the center, one more to the center, and turn and press that. Okay? And we keep going until you have a string of fabric Praire Points. So the thing is to again to the center and make your connection. To the center and make your connection. To the center and one more fold. And then if you fold them back, you will basically get a series of Praire Points that are totally connected. They're not one by one. Here is a string of them done in 2 fabrics. I did them in 2 fabrics just because I thought it looked pretty, and all I did to make that happen is, instead of a 6-inch width all the way across, I made 1 3 1/4 and 1 3 1/4 of 2 different fabrics. Here the print and the red. Sew them together, and that way I have a 6-inch strip that is composed of both the print and the red in this case. So here's your print and here's your red, but it's exactly the same. So again, folding in, folding again, folding in, and folding again, and then folding again and folding again. Keep your iron ready, and you keep going, and you keep popping them out, and that's Praire Points. They're all there is to it. I'll be sending you an instruction sheet, and have fun with them, because they are fun to use on certain quilts. So have a good time with this.